So verse number 34 of Surah Abasah, it says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Yawma yafirrul mar'u min akhi. This verse gives us an image of the day of judgment. In the day of judgment, there will be very grave situation, critical situation for many people. So people will not care of their own relatives or of their own family members. Everyone will be concerned about himself or herself, how he or she will be protected from hellfire. That will be everyone's concern. And some people who will be for Jannah, whose good deeds will be more than their bad deeds, they will be a very happy figure. Let's see. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala depicted here two different pictures. Allah gives us two different pictures of Day of Judgment. Let's see. Can you read the meaning of first?
On the day a man will flee from his brother.
So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving a picture. Yawma yafirru, on the day, yafirru al-mar'u, a person, a man will flee, will escape, min akhi, from his brother. So when a person will see his brother, he will not talk to him. He will not ask him about anything. Rather, he will try to hide himself from his brother. He will be concerned about his own fate. What will happen to him? He will be worried about that. He will not think about his brother at all. If he sees his own brother, he will escape from him. He will hide from him. Because if his brother asks him any help or asks him any kind of good deeds, then he won't be able to give him that. This is why the person will hide himself even from his own brother. Wa ummihi wa abi.
And his father.
Not only brother, the person will flee from his own mother, ummun, mother, wa abi, and his father. So the situation in the day of judgment will be so worrying for the people who don't do enough good deeds. They even hide from their brother, even from their mother and father. They will hide from them. When they will see their mother or their father, they will not talk to them. They will not ask them, how are you? Rather, they will hide from themselves, from them. They will escape from them. Next, وَصَاحِبَتِهِ وَبَنِيهِ. Say the meaning.
And his wife and children.
Even the person will hide himself, will flee from his own wife with him who passed his life in this world. Every day he was with his wife. He couldn't live without his wife. But in the day of judgment, he will forget him. He will stay away. He will hide himself from his wife. Wabani, even his own children. When the person will see his own children, he will not come to them. Rather, he will flee from them. He will hide from them. Next, لِكُلِّ امْرِئٍ مِّنْهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ شَأْنٌ يُغْنِيهِ. Say the meaning.
For every man, that day will be a matter adequate
for him. That means the person, everyone, will be concerned about his own thing, his own crisis, his own trouble will be adequate for him, will be too much for him to think of others. He won't be able to think of others because he don't know whether he will be able to get rid of hellfire, whether he will be able to get Jannah. He will be concerned about that, because in that time, in the day of judgment, he will see his deeds, he will see his good deeds, and he will see his bad deeds. So if he did more bad deeds, it will be very problem for him. If he didn't pray at this world, it will be very concerning for him. He will remember that I didn't pray regularly. So he will be very concerned. He will remember that he lied. He will remember that he didn't learn Quran enough. He didn't pay attention to the Quran. He will remember everything and he will be very concerned about himself. He will not get time to think of his wife, his parents, his children, his friends, or his brothers. He will not be able to think of them. You didn't get the point clearly?
Yes.
So this will be the condition of one group of people. One group of people who are not paying attention to do good deeds to please Allah in this world, their situation will be like this. But on the other hand, people who are paying focus to please Allah, thinking of doing more good deeds, staying away from bad deeds, their scenario will be totally different. This is what Allah says next.
Faces that day will be bright.
Another group of people, their faces will be bright. There will not be any anxiety, any concern, or any types of problem. They won't be there. They will be happy. Their faces will look bright. There will not be any sign of concern in their faces.
Laughing, rejoicing at good news.
These people, this group of people, they will be laughing, rejoicing, having fun, feeling happy, celebrating, as you do when you find your result. The students who study hard, do hard work, do good in the exam, when their result is published, they're very happy. They show everyone the result. They laugh. Their faces are bright. They rejoice. They tell everyone, look, my result has been published. This is my result. I did very well. Do you do like this after exam?
Yes, all the time.
We do. In the same time, same way, in the day of judgment, when we'll get the result of our deeds, good deeds and bad deeds, some people will be rejoicing, laughing, rejoicing at the good news of the result, good news of Jannah. Did you get the point?
Yes.
Next, again, Allah is reminding us that don't forget of the other group. You don't put yourself in that group. وَوُجُوهٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ عَلَيْهَا غَبَرَةٌ.
And other faces that day will have upon them dust.
Other faces, another group of people, they will be in that situation. Their faces will look dark. Their faces will look dark with dust because they didn't do good deeds. They didn't think of Day of Judgment. They didn't prepare themselves for Day of Judgment. They didn't do anything to please Allah. So they will realize everything. They will see everything. In this world, they don't think of Day of Judgment. But when they will be in that day, there will not be any escape for them. So they will be so much anxious that their faces will look dark. It will look like that dust has been thrown upon their faces.
Blackness will cover them.
Their faces will cover with blackness, with dust, because of their concern, because of their anxiety.
Those are the disbelievers, the wicked ones.
So you got two scenarios here, right? Allah clearly described. One scenario, there will be people, they will be fleeing from their brother, people will be fleeing from their parents, fleeing, hiding from their wives, hiding from their children. They will be concerned about themselves. So another group, And these people, they will have their faces blackened, covered with darkness. And another group of people, they will be, their faces will be bright. They will be laughing and rejoicing because of having the good news of Jannah. Did you get the point? Can any one of you tell me the two different scenarios of the Day of Judgment?
Some people in the Day of Judgment will be happy, and some other people will be sad.
So how their sadness will, how can you explain how sad they will be?
They'll be
The disbelievers who didn't do any good deeds will have dark faces on the Day of Judgment, and
Dark faces, their faces will be dark because of their anxiety, because of their tension. Yeah.
and the believers have bright faces because they've been worshipping and doing good deeds in their life.
So, and another scenario that we see, that people will be so much anxious that they will be fleeing from one another. They will not think of others. So not only disbelievers, even some believers, if they don't pray, if they don't care about Quran, if they don't care about telling the truth, if they don't care about respecting parents, if they don't care about pleasing Allah, then they will be into trouble as well. Because their good deeds will be less than their bad deeds. They will be into trouble as well. But people whose good deeds will be more than their bad deeds, they will be out of the trouble. Did you get the point? Can I ask you to memorize the meaning of these verses from verse 34 to all the way to 42? You will memorize that from in your free time. You have memorized the verses, just memorize the meanings, okay?
Yes.